This is when, this is what I don't understand. If you quit smoking or you quit drinking, you receive less money. Or same with eating. Say you have an eating addiction and you cut down. Um, the government will find ways to take more away from you. But when you have bad habits, they tend to feed your bad habit. I don't understand that shit. They claim, like I said, they claim they are against all this type of shit. They put a war on all this stuff. But the only people that are gaining are the people with bad habits. Weak people, like the one video that I put up, the guy saying that they favor weak people and they protect weak people. Weak people, not in the sense of like doing bad. Yeah, they're protecting people that do bad, that can't control themselves, like they have a sex addiction and they got to go out and impregnate as many as women they can, and women allowing it. They're going around sleeping around on their husbands and shit like that. The court seems to grant the selfish ones what they want. And same with people that are drug addicts. When they're weak, when it becomes with drugs and they can't control themselves, they pity them. They feel bad for them. And then they even say, like when I was in the halfway house, I got caught smoking a cigarette in my room. Okay. It wasn't as bad compared to somebody who was drinking alcohol, sniffing cocaine, and popping pills. And they got caught with all that shit in their room. And they were like high as a kite in there. And you know what? I got put on blackout. They had a pat on their back and they were rubbing their back and feeling bad for them. You know, these people, they were saying that, well, you got to understand they got a disease. They relapsed. I said, okay, but I relapsed on fucking smoking cigarettes. How comes I don't, get babied and pampered and, no, well, I didn't want to get babied or pampered or anything like that, but um, what I'm saying is that it doesn't make any fucking sense. You're being a hypocrite. And the only reason why those people, were getting pats on the back and felt sorry for and didn't get put on blackout, they didn't get in trouble for that shit, was because those people are in recovery too. The ones that were running the freaking halfway house. They too were drug addicts and they had relapsed lots of times. And so you don't understand how hard it is to break. Well, you don't know how hard it is to break a freaking smoking and shit, smoking cigarettes. But do I want to be babied or pitied for me smoking a goddamn cigarette? No. I'm just stating an example. Like, if you're going to freaking punish me, you need to punish those people too. Like, what the hell? And you have to actually have been doing the drugs and stopped to have a right to judge those, that are still doing it and refuse to stop. Because if you're it's like you're supposed to get on their shit. You're not supposed to enable them because they're like, ooh, well, damn, this is how I can get my way. I'll just go back to the drugs and they'll give me more. Do you not see that? Stop enabling that shit. Same with sex addicts. You're feeling bad for fucking sex addicts and people that, do a lot of perverted shit. You're always feeling bad for them and you bring up about their damn childhood past. But what about the people that, had the same childhood past as them and they didn't turn out like that? They're like, some people handle things differently. Yeah, because the other people are fucking evil. That's why. You got good versus evil and you're siding with evil and you're just as weak as evil because you're protecting and like you're practically encouraging it. you're saying that it is okay for that adult to throw a temper tantrum. You know, he don't get his way, he's going to relapse, and he knows damn well you're going to come over and baby him. And he's going to keep on doing it, and he knows you're going to keep giving him more, and he knows that you're going to reward him, like when he's on his good behavior. And then when you start taking more away from him, he's going to go back to his bad ways. And because he knows that you're gonna swoop in and save him again. So this whole fucking bullshit, like with protecting the weak, is pathetic. I can see you protecting somebody that can't defend themselves. You know what I mean? Like somebody that can't help for it. These people saying that they can't, yes they can, is called willpower. They have to fight for what they want. You know? But the difference between smoking a cigarette and doing drugs is the fact that people who do not do drugs and they need to go to the hospital are denied the drugs thanks to the ones that are greedy because it's going to them. You know how many nurses and doctors are hooked on those drugs? You know how many people that get the drugs from the damn hospitals and are selling that shit? And they're selling it to other junkies and shit like that. And then the ones that, you know, need the drugs from the hospital but can't get it because the doctor won't give it to them. They get it on the streets. They get busted from getting it off the streets. And they get thrown in jail because, you know, they don't have no other way to get the drug. You people aren't looking at any of that shit. You're fucking babying and feeling bad for the wrong damn people. And you're not protecting or saving people that need your help. It's just disgusting.